This is a short aerobic session. A lot of the exercises are also really useful if you're obviously doing a Budo art, just for strengthening up particular muscle groups. If you don't want to do the warm-up or you're already warmed up, you can skip to whatever time I'm pointing to here. I do advise you do warm up though. Any exercises, feel free to modify them if you need to. Not every exercise is for every body. You might want to do a simpler version, or alternatively, you may want to push yourself harder by involving weights, whether ankle or wrist weights, dumbbells, resistant bands. That is entirely up to you, but do proceed with caution, and if you need to at any point, stop and rest. We'll start with a quick warm-up, and then we're going to do a little Tabata round of 7 exercises twice. And yeah, hopefully you'll feel pretty good after this. All right, let's get on to the warm-up. So, throw some music on. We've got something, I'll put something in the playlist as well in the description. So, just going to start with a light jog. So, just small for the moment, we're not going too hard. We're really just warming up the body. Focus on your breathing, in through the nose and out through the mouth. Try and pick up the heels a little bit more so they're coming more towards your backside. Start involving your arms if you haven't already. Try and make sure you're landing on the balls of your feet and not on your heels. Now, knees forward. Again, focus on your breathing. Back to normal ones. Bring the arms in, out, and back, and up, and back, and up, and back, and up, and back. Little punches forward. So these don't have to be fast. We're still just waking up the body. Keep breathing through the nose, out through the mouth. Arms out and up. And up. And breathe out. And in. And out. I'm going to do some jumping jacks, but if that's a bit hard on your legs or whatever, you can just walk them out. Otherwise, bring your legs in, little jog. This is a smaller, tighter jog. Now I'm going to run our feet out and in, and out and in, so out, out, in. Keep focusing on keeping your breathing even. And breathe in and out and in and out. Do some hip circles. Other way. feet wide, feet facing forward, lunge to one side, so pushing the hips back, make sure your knee doesn't come past your toe, other side, and swap, and swap, and swap, and swap. Going to go into a lunge, both feet wide, both feet facing forward, coming down. Just going to pulse it there. So keep your body upright, your spine straight. And changing legs. Hands together, roll the wrists. Other way. Big arm circles. Other way. And just breathe in, grab yourself a drink, and I'm going to run you through the 7 exercises we're doing today. All you need is a mat, a chair or a step. If you need to, there should be variants where you don't have to use those, but something to step onto will be helpful. First exercise we'll be doing is a standing crossbody crunch. Feet wide, one arm up, we pull knee to elbow and swap over. So this is a nice low intensity version. You can hop into it if you want, and you can mix it up, whatever you need to do. Main thing is staying upright, pulling up through the body. Don't let yourself crunch over. We're working the side abdominals here. Second one is a squat to butt kick, so feet wide. We squat. As we come up, we raise one foot to kick our backside. Squat, kick the other one. Make sure your knees are driving in line with your toes. They're not curling in or rotating too far out. Next is going to be punches, so feet comfortably wide, elbows up, punching around face height. So you want to make a nice strong jab and back. Keeping it up is going to take a little bit more effort out of you. If you want to, you can get the legs involved too. Up to you. Exercise 4 is the forward step up. So if you've got a chair or a step, whatever you want to use, you'll do a different pace. You step up and down. Swap legs. So each time, the other leg should start. If you're doing it on a small stair, that's fine too. You'll just get more of them in. Make sure you're driving through the leg that is stepping onto the chair. You're not pushing off from the one on the ground. Next one is a plank tap or a mountain climber. So both of them start in a plank position, hands underneath shoulders. If you're just doing the mountain climber, all you're going to be doing is running one knee up the center at a time. If you want to do a more high intensity one, you can do it as a real run. So one of your feet will be off the floor at any time. Slower one, bring one in, place it, bring the other in, place it. If you're doing a plank tap, I'll just rotate this around for you. Again, start in the plank, squeezing the core, tap shoulder, tap shoulder, tap shoulder, tap shoulder. Make sure your hips aren't wobbling side to side as you do so. Squeeze the core, squeeze the bum, hold it in place. So it's a lot more upper body work there. The final one, you can use a chair or you can just imagine it. I want you to think about a diamond. We're going to be on our backside, hands behind us in a tricep position. So elbows are bent back in, fingers are pointing towards our bum. We're going to go push it down low, bring it in. Push up high, bring it in. Out and in. And up and in. And out and in. And up and in. So it's working the core, it's working the arms, the triceps, it's working the legs. Nice round grouping. So as I said, we're going to be doing this as 30-second, 10-second Tabatas. So 30 seconds on, 10 seconds rest to stretch and have a drink and reset. We'll do this as one full round. We'll have a break and we'll do it again. Of course, if you decide to do it for a third time, you can always just rewind the video. All right, so I'm going to set up the timer. So pulling up through the body. Pick your track. feet wide, pulling up through the legs, through the core. Get ready to cross the body. Go. So this is the low intensity version, pulling up through the spine. We're at 10 seconds. We're halfway through, so if you want to bring it up, you can take more energy to it. And stop. Breathe. Next one is going to be squat to butt kick. So feet wide, toes forward, knees forward. Breathe in and go. Squat. So whatever pace you need to go, faster or slower is fine. Remember to focus on your breathing. You control your breathing, don't let it control you.
3, 2, 1.
Rest. Going to go into punches, grab a drink quickly if you need to. Remember, you can incorporate legs if you like.
3, 2,
arms up,
1.
And go. Even if you just move with the hips slightly, that'll be a nice stretch there. Keep the elbows up. If you want a bit more, incorporate the feet. Get your chair or step ready. We're doing our step ups. Remember, focus on the foot that is on the step.
2, 1.
And go. Remember to swap legs each time. And stop. Going to be doing our chair dips, which I forgot to show. I'm so sorry. Coming, sitting here, bring out, fingers facing towards you, and drop. If you're finding this one uncomfortable, you can move it to the floor and push up here. Make sure it's arms doing the work, not your body. I do apologise for that. So you want your elbows to be going directly behind you.
3, 2, 1. Stop.
All right, going into either the plank tap or the mountain climber. Right, you've got 30 seconds of this. Squeeze that core.
2, 1.
And go. You can swap partway through if you like. Stop. Rest. Last one is in and out, up and down. So, get ready. Fingers towards your bum. Here we go. In, up, in, out. If you're finding one angle particularly difficult, you can swap it for just the in and out, or up and downs, or the out and ins. Rest. All right, grab a drink. Whew. Roll up the arms. Give a bit of a stretch. Hug them to you. So your heart rate should be up Should be feeling warm all across the body. Remember on this next round, focusing on your breathing. If you need to, you can take it down a notch to a lower intensity version. You can skip it, you can repeat an exercise, or you can replace it, whatever your body needs. So I've got one more round, and then we're going to warm down. All right, let's reset the clock. Starting with the crossbody crunches. Pulling up, breathe in.
3, 2, 1.
Here we go.
Go.
Over halfway there.
Three, two, one.
Stop. Breathe in. Squat to butt kicks. So, feet wide. Breathe in.
2, 1.
And
Go.
down. Getting your arms involved means get a little more cardio. You can go up as well. Out, up, wherever you want. You can pick up the pace.
3, 2, 1. Stop.
And rest. Going into punches. Breathe in
3,
and out.
2, 1.
Here we go, elbows up.
Go.
Almost there.
Three, two, one. Stop.
Chair dip or floor dip. Fingers pointing towards your legs. 90-degree.
3, 2,
Coming off the chair
1.
and working the triceps. So push up through the arms, not through your legs. Halfway there.
Three, two, one. Stop.
Rest. You've got your plank chaps or your mountain climbers or a mix of both. Or if you want, you can just hold the plank.
3, 2, 1. Go.
Remember, if you're doing the plank taps, try and keep your hips still. Don't let them roll about too much. Almost there.
3, 2, 1. Stop.
Right, last exercise, in, outs and ups and downs.
3, 2,
The speed is your own choice.
go.
Control your breathing. And you know what? I did this out of order. We missed the forward step ups this time, so you still have one more exercise.
3,
I think I just like messing with you.
1.
Here we go.
Go.
Remember to alternate the leg each time. Done. Good job. Thanks for sticking with it despite me mixing a few things up. You still did get all the exercises in. Alright, I'm going to do a brief warm down. So, legs wide, bend down, breathe in, and out. And in, and out. Stretching up through the side. Other side. Lay the arms hang forward. Going to come into a hangover hamstring stretch. So, letting your body fall down, letting these stretch. Staying there, just kneeling over to one leg, or one side. You can bend into it or you can keep it straight, up to you. And the other side. Coming down to the ground. Place your hands in front of you. Stretch forward so your back is getting a nice curve. Drop your head between your arms. And other way. Hands behind the back, palms towards your body. Stretch out. Bring your hands in front of you, hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Just going to do a cat-cow, so pulling up through the spine and reversing and up and reverse and up and reverse. Bring your feet together, knees out wide. I just want you to press forward with your body into a child's pose. Let your head touch the floor. Keeping your head ready, bring your hands over the top of it. So stretch your hands behind till they touch the nape of your neck. And push up through the arms. You can push up through the head too and get a bit of a chest stretch or a back stretch. And release. Bring our feet in front of us into a butterfly position. Just grabbing the toes, wiggling the bum in as far as you can, and just pressing down with your knees towards the floor. You can use your elbows for that if you like. Bring both legs in front of you. Point the toes to the ceiling or towards you. Your heels push them away. And keeping your back straight, just reach forward with your arms so you get a nice intense hamstring stretch. So we're not leaning down into it, we're reaching up and across. Keep pulling those toes towards you. Push those heels away. Bring one foot into the crotch, so little cross leg position here. Other foot behind you. If you can, try and pick it up and rotate it around so you're getting a stretch over the front of the leg. If you're not feeling it here, you can push up with your backhand to come on top and draw the quad up. If you're not feeling it there, lay it back on the ground. Pull it in towards the bum and just lean back as far as you can until you feel it. And you can push the hip forward. So lift that butt cheek up to stretch that quad out. And relax, changing sides. So again, you can do this pull, you can do this pull, you can drop it behind you, lean back, and push up that way. Whatever works for you. Coming back onto the floor, legs in front, cross one foot over the other. So I've got my right leg over my left leg over my right knee, and I'm just going to turn towards the side, getting a nice spinal stretch. And the other way. Pulling up through your spine. And changing over. Other leg over the top. Rotate. And the other side. Just going to do a little bit with your wrists. So palms are up, fingers facing away from you. Place them on the ground and just gently lean forward so you're getting stretch up the inside of your forearm. You can do this on a chair as well if you prefer, so standing. Again, you just rotate so that your hips, so your shoulders are a little bit past the wrists to stretch them out. Turning them over, so now that you've got the fingers pointing towards you, the back of the hands on the floor or the chair, place them down again underneath your shoulders. This way, time pull back, so your shoulders are further behind your wrists. And again, this is a nice way to stretch them out. Last couple of stretches. So if you have a chair or a wall or a table, put your hand out to each them. So if it's against the wall, just palms flat. If you've got a table or chair, you can grip onto it. And basically, legs wide, you're stretching out your back and arms here. So pull back with your hips and get a really nice stretch. Okay, last few breaths in, so breathe in and out and in and out. All right, hydrate, keep stretching if you need to, and focus on your breathing. I will see you next time.